Hi everybody, welcome to my review of Season 3, Episode 15 of Little Women Atlanta. If you haven't seen this episode yet, this video will act like a spoiler, so you might want to watch this video later. The name of this episode is Escape from Atlanta. The episode begins with Sam and Money going over to Tanya's house. Money says that Tanya has been laying low since the gender reveal party, and she thought that she and Sam should check up on her. Then, Money asks how Tanya liked the shower. Tanya says that it was awesome. And then, Tanya says that when Nico walked into the party, she felt like she was having a panic attack. In the commentary, Tanya says that Nico ruined an almost perfect party. Tanya wishes that she never invited him to the party because he brings drama wherever he goes. Then, Sam points out how Nico was disrespecting Tanya's mother. Tanya says that Nico was trying to paint a picture, making it seem like he was there for his kids. But her mom said that he wasn't there. In the commentary, Sam says that she can't believe Nico would disrespect Tanya's mom. And that pretty much validates what she's been trying to tell Tanya all along. Nico is trouble. Tanya says that she's not keeping her son away from Nico. Then Sam says that in his head, Nico is the victim. And she says that Nico talked to Juicy about them. Tanya says that Juicy didn't even tell her that she had a talk with Nico. Then Money says that she's sure that Miss Juicy was talking to Nico out of love. Then Money and Sam say that Tanya should talk to Juicy. Next, Minnie and the twins take a women's self-defense class. After the class is over, Minnie tells the twins that she's glad she took the class because she's trying to live a healthier lifestyle. Her breathing problems made her realize that it's time for her to make some changes. Minnie says that she and Juicy aren't speaking to each other. In the commentary, Minnie says ever since Juicy didn't show up to her housewarming party, there's been bad blood between them, and it's only getting worse. Minnie says she wants the ladies to go to a place called the Escape Room to help the ladies come together as one, and hopefully, when they're there, she and Juicy can work things out. Miss Juicy and Minnie's friendship is always falling off over the tiniest stuff. And when you really think about it, it all goes back to that lie that Minnie told about being pregnant, which led to, the chicken wing incident. If you've seen season 3 and 2 of Little Women Atlanta, you'll fully understand. And if you really think about it, you'll really understand. In the next scene, Sam and Miss Juicy meet up to talk. Sam says that Tanya told her and Money that Juicy talked to Nico behind Tanya's back. Juicy says that Nico reached out to her. Sam says maybe Miss Juicy should talk to her and explain to her why she thought it was okay to go behind her back. Juicy says that what's not fair to Nico is that Tanya is telling the ladies half of the story. Juicy says that Nico didn't leave voluntarily. Juicy says that Nico came to Atlanta with her intentions to move out there and help with the kids, but Tanya kicked him out. She said 1 minute it was okay for him to be there, but the next minute it's not. Juicy asks Sam how does she think that Nico feels. In the commentary, Sam says she was surprised and wonders why Tanya wouldn't tell her that. And Juicy tells Sam that Nico also told her that he's bisexual, and Tanya knew about it. Juicy says that Nico was with his boyfriend when Tanya let him know that she was pregnant. And she says that it's all about allowing Nico to be there. And Tanya changes her mind. Sam says that Nico comes whenever he feels like it, and that's why Tanya the way she is with him. Sam says she didn't even know half of the story that Nico told Juicy. Juicy says that there are always two sides of the story, and that's why she has to hear Nico out. Sam says that Tanya deserves to hear what Nico told her. In the next scene, Tanya goes on FaceTime with Devon, her baby daddy. She tells Devon that she's having a baby girl, and she wants to have a natural birth. In the commentary, Tanya says that it's rare for a little person to give birth naturally, and she's always wanted the experience of having a natural birth, and she really hopes that she gets to do it this time. She tells Devon that Nico had a problem with him moving in after she told him that he was going to be around. In the commentary, Tanya says Devon is moving to Atlanta, and she wants everyone to be on the same page. She needs to talk to Nico and see what's going on in his head so they can all move on without drama. Money, the twins, and Minnie go out to a restaurant. Money says that the whole situation with Tanya and Nico is confusing. Money then tells Minnie and the twins that Nico is bisexual, and she says that she wants Tanya and Nico to get along, and Devon is moving to Atlanta. Money says that what they can do is just be there for Tanya. Then Minnie tells Money that she wants all the ladies to go with her to the escape room, and she wants Money to tell Juicy that the group is going. And then Money agrees to invite Juicy to the escape room because she wants Juicy and Minnie to be friends again. Next, Tanya meets up with Miss Juicy. Tanya says that she had no idea that Juicy talked to Nico. Juicy said Nico reached out to her. In the commentary, Tanya says that she wants Juicy to admit that she was there just to get some gossip. Juicy says that Nico didn't say anything negative about Tanya, but Nico told her that he's bisexual. And Juicy asks Tanya if she knew that Nico was bisexual. Tanya says that yes, she knew, and Nico being bisexual doesn't bother her because she's bisexual too. And Juicy is just surprised. Juicy says that Nico said that he moved to Atlanta to be with his kids, and Tanya kicked him out, and he didn't want to be in a relationship with her. And Tanya told him that Devon is moving in. He thinks that Tanya is going to use her other baby daddy. Tanya says that she and Devon are not looking to be in a relationship. Juicy says that that's what Tanya said about Nico, and Tanya says that it's different. Then Juicy asks Tanya if she likes being with Nico more than Devon. Then Tanya just sits in silence. In the commentary, Juicy says that all along Tanya has been in love with Nico and she knew it. And that's why she didn't tell the group the whole truth. Then Tanya says she doesn't feel like no one in the whole world loved her like Nico did. Then Tanya gets a little emotional. Tanya said that Nico put all her business out in the street. In the next scene, Minnie invites a nutritionist to her house. Then the nutritionist comes in and starts throwing away all of Minnie's junk food in her kitchen. Then they sit down and the nutritionist asks Minnie what she wants to accomplish. Minnie says that she wants to be more active and have a flat stomach. Then the nutritionist asks Minnie if she's a stress eater. Minnie says yes, and being around a group of women can be stressful. The nutritionist says that Minnie shouldn't let them press her buttons, and she controls what happens and her response to everything in her life. So she shouldn't allow negative stressors to dictate her emotions, which leads to dictating her eating habits and her health. I think that it's great that Minnie's trying to have a healthier lifestyle, you know? It's good for her. It's all part of the new Minnie. But I think that there have been like 3 new Minnies. She said this like 2 times before. And did you guys see that nutritionist throwing away that lasagna that hasn't even been opened yet? That made me so mad. This is why I'm not getting a nutritionist. I would not want anybody coming up in my house throwing away perfectly good food that I spent my money on. No, not having it. It's like throwing away money. And plus, I don't like people messing with my food, so I would never put myself in a position where I'd get a nutritionist, then I'd disrespect them, telling them, no, don't do that, you're not about to throw that away. But I invited them, but I hired them, so yeah. In the next scene, the ladies all make it to the escape room. And then an employee from the escape room tells the ladies the backstory of the room that they're going into. And they have 1 hour to solve the mystery. They search all around the room for clues on where to find the key to exit the room and stuff. And some scary stuff happens, like a picture frame falls off the wall, then they get all scared, which is kind of funny. And even though they're not on good terms, Juicy and Minnie end up communicating with each other, like working together to get out of the room. And then they find the clue that leads to the key and they make it out of the room. And then Minnie pulls Juicy aside to talk to her. She tells Juicy that she's making lifestyle changes and that the only thing left for her to do is to fix their friendship. Minnie says that Juicy did wrong and she did wrong, and they should move forward and mend their friendship. Juicy says that they just repeat themselves and they always end up falling into something. Minnie says that she feels like their friendship is tearing the group apart. Juicy says that she doesn't feel like she's tearing the group apart. And she said she'll talk to Minnie when she feels like she needs to. And she just walks away. And then Minnie says that she tried. Juicy says that it's the same old song with Minnie, saying she's turning over a new leaf. Minnie tells the twins that Juicy just showed her what type of person she is. And Juicy is dead to her. Juicy tells Sam, Tanya, and Money that she's not going to keep apologizing to Minnie and keep going back and forth. Tanya tells Juicy that Minnie says that she's sorry and it's okay for her to feel that way. Amanda says that she feels like Minnie and Juicy need to go to counseling. Andrea says that she doesn't think it will ever stop with those two. I agree with Miss Juicy. Like she said, the new Minnie, and then they get into something. In the next scene, Minnie and her mother Tammy go grocery shopping for healthy food. Minnie says that she's been trying to get rid of the negativity in her life because she's an emotional eater. She said she was trying to fix Juicy and hers relationship, but Juicy wasn't trying. Tammy tells Minnie to quit trying to make it work. Minnie says that Juicy was the first little person friend that she had, and she wants her friendship with Juicy back, and she's trying to work on it. In the commentary, Minnie says that she doesn't want to be Juicy, and if Juicy doesn't want to change her attitude, she can kiss her soon-to-be skinny behind. Tammy says that Juicy is toxic in Minnie's life, and Minnie needs to think about herself. Now we understand why Minnie is down to repair their friendship, because she was her first little person friend. You know, they had a connection, you know? I can understand that. In the final scene of the episode, Tanya meets up with Nico at the recording studio to talk. Nico says that he wants to talk about how they're going to move forward with everything, and the last times they saw each other, things were very emotional. And if they talk things out, maybe they can come to a conclusion. And he really hopes that they can co-parent. Tanya says she's on board with co-parenting with Nico, and it's all about the kids, and she'll deal with that, but she doesn't want to see him otherwise. In the commentary, Tanya says that she's realized that there's no Nico and Tanya anymore. Moving forward is strictly about the kids. All she needs from him is for him to be a good father. She says that Nico had no reason to talk to her friends about them. Nico says he doesn't want Tanya talking about him to her friends unless it has to do with the kids. Tanya says that there's nothing to talk about regarding Nico anymore. In the commentary, Tanya says that the things that she needs from the father of her child is scheduled visits, diapers, and baby food. She says that Devon is moving in so that her kids don't have to be away, and that's the best thing. And then, Tanya asks Nico why it bothers him that Devon is moving in. Nico says that he still cares. Then Tanya asks Nico if he has a problem with her being around Devon. Nico says yes, and the fact that Devon is doing the parent thing with her, and he isn't doing it with her, just hurts his feelings. Tanya says that she's sorry she hurt his feelings, but Nico told her that they are not friends. He doesn't want to be in a relationship with her. He can't be himself around her, and he's not ready for another baby. Spot on, Tanya. Yes, spot on. Tanya says that since Nico says that she's not what he wants, she's going to move on with her life. Then Nico just puts what Tanya said on her, like she said in the past. Like he has done in the past. He says that she said that she didn't want a relationship with him, and she didn't want another baby. Tanya says she was also trying to make him comfortable, and she obviously lied. In the commentary, Tanya says she loves Nico, but he's hurt her too many times, and it's clear that Nico is never going to be the man that she needs him to be. Then, Tanya tells Nico that she's kind of broken, and it looks like Tanya is about to start crying, but she doesn't. I can tell by her eyes. She tells Nico that he can contact her about the kids, and she doesn't want him in the delivery room. She wants to be in peace, crying over birth pains and not heartache. If she wants or needs him, she'll call him, and she will let him know when she's in labor. Nico says he'll reach out to her the next time he sees his son Jaden. Then Tanya leaves the studio, and that's the end of the episode. I just find this whole situation sad, you know. That scene was sad to me. They still have feelings for each other, but it's just not going to work out, and they think that it's best that they are not together, you know. Wow. But at least Nico's going to be there for the kids. I really hope he is there for the kids. Now let's talk about Juicy and Minnie. Their friendship is always getting ruined over that same lie that Minnie told about her being pregnant. Their friendship was on thin ice when Juicy didn't go to Minnie's housewarming party. And the reason why Juicy didn't go to the housewarming party is because Minnie's mother was going to be there. And her and Minnie's mother have bad history because Minnie's mother dumped chicken wings on her. They had to go to court, all because of Minnie. And they always end up saying sorry to each other and making up. They're always beefing. I don't have anything else to say about this episode. I kind of thought this episode was another filler episode. There wasn't really a lot of drama. But what was interesting was the whole situation with Nico and Tanya, and learning that Tanya was bisexual. That was pretty interesting. That was surprising. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Subscribe to my channel. If you have subscribed, turn on my notifications. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!